Hi all. Colliders are important part of the workflow if you want to use plane modes like third person or first person with your IFC model. When you import your IFC model into basic level, the level contains floor object where you can walk in different game modes. But if you try to walk at the top of your IFC object, you will realize that something is totally wrong. Reason for this is that IFC object does not contain the colliders. Floor object which is coming from the Unreal level template includes the collider, and that's why you can walk at the top of the floor. In this tutorial I will go through how you can automatically add colliders for all of your BIM objects. And you can, for example, go upstairs by using the staircase. Okay, let's get started. If you have followed my previous videos, you have learned how to import your IFC model into Unreal Engine. You have also learned how to add and change the different game modes. You can find the video links from the description. So this is my starting point. I have basic level template and I have imported my IFC file. I also have third person game mode active in my level. But what I'm missing is the colliders. First I will go through how you can add manually colliders to static mesh, and after that we will learn how to use Visual DataPrep to automatically add colliders to all of BIM objects. So manually you can add colliders by selecting the static mesh, then go into details and static mesh, double click to open static mesh, and from the static mesh properties there's a collision drop down here, and from here you can add any type of collision to your mesh. I added box collision and save the mesh, and after that we can try the level. So let's see. So now I cannot go through this column anymore. Adding colliders this way would take a lot of time, so we will use another method. But before that I want to delete my model because next I will re-import my model. So I select all objects and edit delete. I will also delete the files from the content browser. After that I want to add Visual DataPrep asset. From content browser add DataPrep asset, and I rename it to dp_IFC model. With the help of this Visual DataPrep asset we can automatize our import process. After that I open the editor by double clicking my DataPrep asset, and editor opens. I will drag it here. This is the Visual DataPrep editor. First I will go to Inputs panel and I will add my IFC file here, Datasmith file import. And I select my IFC file and open. After that, with the import button, I will load my IFC model to this editor environment. From here I want to point out one bug which is existing in 5.1 version. Unreal Engine will overwrite these material files. You should not save these files. If you save these files, next time you do the import, Unreal will crash. So do not save these files. I will add another video to the description where you can find a workaround for this problem. So let's continue with the DataPrep editor. DataPrep editor is a very powerful tool, and there's a lot of actions and filters which you can use to modify your import result. In our case, we are interested about these collision methods, but you can, for example, change the material of the objects with the help of these actions. So I will select the simple collision, and from here you can select what kind of collision you would like to set up. In our case, I want to use set convex collision action, because in my model there is a lot of cuts and fittings and holes in objects. So this collision type is working better in my case. With execute button, you can try out your receipt, and after the execution you will see the result. I will create one more action to my receipt. I want to get rid of this wall here, so I will add a new filter, and I want to filter out these glazing wall objects. And for this object, I don't want this object to be imported to my level, so I will add action delete objects. So all objects which actor level contains lasisena will be removed. I executed the receipt, and now I can see the result. When I am satisfied to my receipt, I can press commit button and my model will be added to my level. After that, I can close the DataPrep editor and go back to level and try out my level. Let's see if the colliders are working. Looks good, yes. I cannot go through the columns and staircase. There are colliders. And also here, everything seems to be okay. If you want to try out different game modes, you can go to the world settings, and from the game mode override you can change your game mode. For example, to the BB first person game mode. If you do not have a first person game mode, you can add it from the content browser, add feature or content pack, and from here you can add different game modes to your existing project. First person, third person, or some other game mode. Add the project will add new game mode, and then it will appear in this list and you can select it. Let's try out the first person game mode. Also, first person game mode needs the colliders to be able to go to the different levels. There needs to be some kind of surface under the feet. That was my video tutorial this time. Hopefully you learned something new, and hopefully you got inspired to try out bringing your own IFC model into Unreal Engine. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to see my future video tutorials. See you, bye!